coming in quickly and quietly. Quickly and quietly. Good morning. Quickly and quietly. You're fine, Trina. If I didn't say anything to you, you're fine. Quickly and quietly.
I returned it in your box.
I got it. Thank you, Alexis, for getting your pencil out and being ready to go. Thank you. The 4-to-1 ratio for PBIS is 4 positives for every corrective behavior that you do in your classroom. So if I ask a student to stay on task, then I'm going to make sure that I follow that by 4 positives. Thank you for being on task. Thank you for having your pencil. Thank you for eyes on me. Those kinds of compliments that are supporting the positive behaviors that I see with the student. Patiently and calmly, and then come back around and go through the aisles for your circular flow. Yes? Yes. First row, go get your books, please. Just as a reminder, our backpack should be underneath our desks so we don't trip and kill ourselves. We should have our pencils out. Great job, guys. Thank you for making the change. Next row. Tie your shoe, you're gonna break your neck. Hey, thank you everybody for having your pencils today. And those of you who borrowed, I appreciate you borrowing it at the beginning of the period. A positive acknowledgement is when the student is demonstrating a behavior that it's appropriate in class and you want them to continue to exhibiting that behavior. So for example, when the student is staying on task, the student is following instructions, the student is working well with peers or listening, then I can acknowledge that the student is demonstrating that positive behavior in class. This number and this number. I would define a negative corrective statement as a statement that tells the student that something is amiss. So they're exhibiting some sort of behavior that doesn't fall in line with my expectations in the class. And so I pose this statement so that they can think about what am I doing in my behavior, and so that they can correct it. And then if they correct it, then I can follow it up with something positive and acknowledge that positive correction that they have made. Why is the quotient smaller? Those kinds of questions. Yes, Trina? When do you need to sharpen your pencil, Trina? Is this the beginning of class? No, this is not. So what is your option in regards to pencils? Then do it. Don't talk to me about it. All right, so go ahead and start answering. All right, so go ahead and start answering. Good job. Thank you for starting to write, Trina. I appreciate that. Thank you, Isaiah. You got your piece? Yes. Thanks. Thank you. I see Christopher writing. I see people rereading their answer to make sure it makes sense. I think that's a great strategy. I see that everybody's writing, so that's good as well. At this point, do we want all the right answers? Yes or no? What do I want you to do? Try. I want you to at least try, okay? All right, we're finishing up those last pieces. Clap once, clap twice. Thank you. Okay, so now we need to share out. Remember, no opt out. Everyone's going to share. We're going to start with Hawk. Why 3 when I divide by 3 fourths is greater. Well, your answer gives me 4. Thank you, you two, for sharing. I do appreciate that. So you understand the question here, so good job, but you are missing the part where you're explaining your reasoning. I think that's the piece that we're missing. Hands down, Alexis. Okay, I see that you both had some reasoning there, and I appreciate that. So thank you for sharing. Andrew? Like I draw a picture, and I say there are 4 roots of 3 fourths that fit into 3. Yes? Did I say that right?
I didn't write this down, but to divide, you have to make 3 into an improper fraction, and then divide. No, never mind.
Never mind? You're not sure? Thank you for trying. I appreciate you trying, though. Yes? All right, so when I did this last time, we were looking at 3 fourths, divided by 3, and our answer was what? How do we get 4? That is a great question, Hawk. All right, so what we did, here's the thing. I want kids to come into my room, and yes, they have to come into my room, but I want them to want to be here. And I want them to feel like I care, because I genuinely do care about how they're feeling in my room. I understand that school is not fun for everyone. It was fun for me, but it may not be fun for all the kids. And so I really feel like by implementing that 4-to-1, I know it sounds silly, but by implementing it, I feel like they feel better about being here. They like coming to a room. I mean, to have middle schoolers smile about coming into a math classroom, that's huge. Like, I couldn't buy that. And I'll use it all the time if that's what it takes. Fourths, right? Because this is asking me about 3/4. So I have 1/4.
And then the whole number, you add 1. So it would 2 times 1.
It's okay. Take a deep breath. You're all right. You're doing great.
Shh. It said that you would do 2 times the denominator, then 2 plus 1.
How did I know that? Great question, Hawk. Okay, but we're not looking at this. Okay, so 3/2 times 2/3. What's 3 times 2? Oh, thank you for helping me understand. Yeah, no variables. We are not there. Okay, thank you. You very much changed from last time with I don't get it to I don't exactly get this part. So good job, Hawk. Okay, so first of all, we multiply straight across. All right. So I did not excuse you. Remember, the bell doesn't excuse you. I do. You should have gotten D. You may now pack up group 1. After watching the video, it was very obvious that there are 2 different faces that I use when I'm giving a positive kind of acknowledgement and a corrective kind of statement. I need to work on more of a poker face because I think there is definitely a negative face that I'm giving students when I'm asking them to do something, and of course I'm smiling when I'm asking them, telling them that they're doing something positive. I also noticed that my voice changes when I'm giving a positive acknowledgement and when I'm giving some corrective statements. I have a little bit more of a harsher tone when I'm giving a corrective statement, and even if I'm trying to say it nicely, I'm definitely saying it different than when I'm giving a positive kind of acknowledgement to students. It was very surprising. I did not notice that. Oh, you take care of that. Thank you so much for making sure those are neat. Jesse, you are a true creature of happiness. When I was being recorded, I did not know that PBIS was the focus of my recording. And so I would assume that during the recording, I really tried to, I didn't think about it, but I'm assuming that it was 3-to-1, 4-to-1. It wasn't something that I was trying to do during the recording, so it wasn't something that I was cognizant of while I was recording. But I'm assuming it was close to 4-to-1.